All right, everyone. So we've gone through all the evidence, and I don't know what this is going to be. Let's see.
During the seance.
Wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Right. It couldn't have been.
She was under the cage.
Under the cage. She was under the cage the whole time. Yeah, she was.
She was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment cage was lifted?
Like that.
When cage lifted, culprit stabbed Tango real fast.
What?
So fast, no one saw.
Why?
So who lifted the cage?
It was me.
Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no doubt.
Oh my god. Here we go again. This is going to be tough again. Again, this is going to be tough to figure out, right? It's going to be just as tough as the last one. Tango not being killed during the seance. That might not be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
When Tango got killed, it wasn't during the seance.
It could not have been done at any other time. She was under the cage the whole time.
She was. There's
She
no
was
evidence
dead
to the
when the cage
contrary.
was lifted.
What
Wait.
about moment cage
No.
was lifted?
No. The white sheet.
That's
The
wrong.
white sheet had blood on it. There's no way the white sheet would have had blood on it if she got killed when the cage was removed, because the sheet was on top of the cage. That's what it
It wasn't
is.
possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted.
Got it. Okay. Phew. This is getting way harder now. Seriously.
Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it.
That's right. I got it.
That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
That's right. It would have been completely clean. Whew.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance.
I got your reminder.
Oh,
right
Jesus
here.
Christ. Okay.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out.
She's completely wrong, but we have to prove her wrong. Right. All right, here we go. Rebuttal showdown. The truth blade shit.
Tenko died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And that clean white sheet got stained blood red!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
Ah.
The blade's all you need. If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Sitting
She
in
wasn't
there.
that far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person who lifted the sheet is the culprit. And that's none other than Kyo!
She wasn't sitting in there. She was crouched over with her head to the marker stone. So that's the hole in the logic. She wasn't
The
sitting in there. The
blade's all you
marker
need.
stone. Yep.
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
There you go.
I'll
We got it.
careful your words.
Yep. The marker stone. Got it. Good shit.
Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone.
That's right.
And the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
No worries, Mew. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
New Star Rune says, why is everyone in the game except the main character an intellectual pygmy? Why are they all stupid? See, here's the thing. I think he's smart. he is the mastermind. I think he's actually genuinely really smart, but he only plays dumb to get his agendas pushed. So if he's got a means to an end, so he'll lie and he'll act stupid, or he'll act like, oh, this was the thing. It's not, though. Like, he's smarter than he lets on, this guy.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing!
What does slow mode mean? It means that basically I don't let people just sit here and go chat nonstop. Because sadly, if you did that, there'd be people who would literally just spam the chat to derail the chat, and no one would be able to read anything. So slow mode makes it so you can only type a certain amount of messages in a certain amount of time. I think I said it to 30 seconds or something like that. So if you can only type a message every 30 seconds, it's impossible to spam the chat, you see? Okay.
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
Right. Couldn't have. The sheet was over it anyway.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
No, the floorboard. The floorboard was loose. She got pulled through.
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Right.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
No, I think she was killed from below the floor. I do think she was killed from below the floor.
Yeah, for a living person.
Huh?
Oh, God. I was going to say a ghost killed her. Angie killed her.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
Of course, remember, Kaido was creeped out by all supernatural stuff.
You don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Stop that now. Angie's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Oh, my God. He's going to say Tenko murdered Angie, and then Angie killed... Oh, my God. What a twist.
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Well,
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could have done that!
wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Huh?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
No, I don't. What's she getting at? The they she's referring to. The fuck? Could have killed her at any time? What the fuck? Who wrong? I don't get you. You're really narrow-minded for a detective.
Oh no!
I don't know. Who could have killed her inside the cage at any time? You? No. I don't know. Who could have...
Oh no!
Who could have done it? Himiko and her magic! Duh. You mean Himiko? Oh, I was right? Why is there no dialogue right now? Why are you suspecting me? There's no voice acting right now. Why are you suspecting me? There's no voice acting right now. You notice that? There's supposed to be voice acting. There is none right now. I would never kill Tenko.
Damn it!
Oh, that didn't work. That's weird. Her. Wrong. I don't know. I have no idea. You gotta guess everybody.
I was wrong.
It was Gonta and his poisoned bugs. No, how about him? What is this? I don't know. I just got a super chat. Lies for Soul did another super chat. Gee, thanks, Lies for Soul, for another one. Appreciate that. Who the hell could it have been?
Damn it.
It was Gonta and his killer bugs. Gonta's bugs. That's what it was. I don't know. I've guessed almost everyone. It was Tsumugi, of course. What the fuck? Mr. Minecraft did a super chat. He says, who had the chance and what do you think of Kokichi's faces? I don't know. I'm just guessing everyone. Kokichi. Wrong. Wrong. I've literally picked everyone. Who didn't I pick?
Damn it.
Kaito? I didn't pick Kaito. Okay, it's obviously Kaito. We all know that. Wrong. Wrong. Alright.
Damn it.
This is ridiculous. Then it's someone who's dead. It's either Angie or... Wait a minute. It's her. They're trying to say she killed herself? What? What?
Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What the hell?
What did you say?
She committed suicide? Why would that happen?
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
Huh.
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
What?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, and then stabbed herself during the seance.
Why would she have done all of that?
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god. Mew actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
What's the reason? Why would she have done that?
No reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore. So she decided to end her own life.
I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. Not once did she have any indication like that whatsoever. Then again, in the first game, there was an incredibly strong martial arts female who was like giant and buff and everything, and you never knew that she had anything wrong with her, and she did commit suicide. So maybe that's what they're going for. That would be blindsided, though.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
Take us down. What? After Michael Merton says, how do you like streaming on YouTube compared to Twitch? I mean, like I said, I feel the quality of the video and the overall quality of what I'm broadcasting and recording is better. I watched back the Mass Effect videos from earlier today that I recorded. I watched one of them back, and I was like, dude, it's smooth 60 frames. It dips a few times during combat a little bit, but for the most part, it's incredibly smooth 1080p video. It looks really, really good. And I was like, damn, I wish I could have been doing that all along on Twitch. That's a huge downfall of Twitch, that they limit your bitrate, and you can't really do 1080p 60 frames over there. It's not good. But as you guys can see right here, the stream chat leaves a lot to be desired. Yes, my name is highlighted when you tag me. Yes, that is correct. It leaves a ton to be desired. This chat is not very great. I think what will happen is over time, this chat on YouTube will get much better. As we weed out the trolls, as we get more things in, more commands that work, the bot will be doing more, etc. Okay? But outside of that, it's definitely a trade-off. And I am admittedly worried that the regulars who are on Twitch maybe will not want to come over and convert to YouTube and be on YouTube chat. But again, my hand was forced. I actually didn't want to make this decision. I didn't want to move over. This was Twitch's fault. So it is what it is, right? Okay. Alright, so let's continue. They want to take them down, huh?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
Well, that's pretty fucked up, no?
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that.
Well, you don't know that. Controller's low.
She told me.
You chin up and live life facing forward, survive with me and everyone else.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
True
Himiko,
enough.
you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer.
It's fair truth right there.
Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Light asked me, am I getting used to YouTube chat or is it still bad? I mean, again, it's bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's bad. This is nowhere near as good as what Twitch chat is, but I think that we can make it better over time. It's a work in progress. It will be a work in progress for a while, but I almost feel like after a while, we'll get used to it. We'll find ways to use it properly and or to make it do what we want, even though it's basically very primitive compared to Twitch chat, in my opinion. You know, when I used to stream on YouTube years ago, I actually used my own chat client, IRC, which incidentally is the same thing that Twitch chat is. Twitch pays for exclusive use of IRC to design their own chat room system. But I used to use MIRC, Internet Relay Chat is what it stands for. A million years ago, 20 years ago, I was using it for Street Fighter chats and other things. So it's not surprising to me that, when I was using it, it worked really well. IRC chat, you worked really well those 2 years that I was streaming here on YouTube back in the day, but no one's going to go over to my own personal IRC chat. Now, everyone wants to use something that's built right in, so we're going to have to make the best of what we got here. Okay? Excuse me. Okay.
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
True.
If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaito? Seriously?
Mr. Minecraftish did another super chat. He says, I was deadlier than a racist walrus lost in Detroit projects. What the fuck did he just say? I have no idea, but let's continue.
Whether or not I believe, my heart can't reach Tenko anymore. But I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason to believe in Tenko.
All right. I'll give you a reason.
Okay.
Is there a reason?
Shout out to Light, who just became a standard supporter of the stream. Thank you, Light, for the membership. I appreciate that.
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
I gotta use all the new terminology. It's not a sub anymore, it's a membership, right? It's not a cheer, it's a super chat. I gotta get used to the new terminology here. I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be... excuse me, we shouldn't be satisfied with that. If we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. Alright. That means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe! Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, FYI, roughly about 30 to 40 minutes left on the stream, just so you know. Thanks to everyone who contributed. All these super chats have been really amazing. The memberships and, of course, the tips. I mean, Wooback Baby with the recently hit Patriarchy with the very generous $50 tip. We're at $102 in tips. It would be great if we could get closer to the tips goal for tonight. That's what I really need support with right now. But, again, thank you for the other contributions. And now Lice for Soul did a $10 tip talking about a booty tall vampire with jiggly bits or something in Resident Evil Village, whatever. Let's continue. Let's continue. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Monokuma File 3. Let's read all this. The victim is Angie. So this is Angie. The victim's body was discovered in the Ultimate Research Lab at 2 a.m. Killed by a fatal stab wound to the back of the neck, and she has lacerations on her forehead, as if her head was sitting on a rock. The second victim is the Ultimate Aikido Master Tenko. The victim's body was discovered at 11 a.m. The vacant room on the 4th floor. The victim was stabbed in the neck, resulting in death. No other injuries detected. So, why did Angie have the marks on her head as if her head had been crushed into the stone during a seance, while Tenko did not have those marks? That's something very different, right? Now let's see what else we got. The caged child. Okay, we already read through this. We know about the caged child.
Suicide seems...
Tenko's last moments. Tenko died in a crouched position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. So it had to have bled out or something? Huh. Okay. And hole in the corner. A hole that was in the corner of the room and the seance was held in. There's a space under the floor. You can see what was dropped there. Okay.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Take us down with her? Nah.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle.
Whoa, she brought the sickle?
And then stabbed herself with it.
Brought the sickle.
Finally, with the last of her strength.
With the last of her
threw the
strength.
sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
Perhaps we could use her last moments. Everything in Tenko committed suicide. But they're latching onto the easiest answer. To get out of this, I need to make them think the suicide theory wouldn't work.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
I'm gonna
So
try
she
Tenko's
hid
last
true
moments on the last
intentions.
statement and see if it works.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have
Brought the sickle.
And then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength.
No, that didn't work. She would have been able to throw it away in time, no? As I suppose unless her death was instant.
Oh no!
But her death was not instant, we know that. It wasn't deep enough to kill her right away.
So far, suicide seems to be the best
Oh man, this is tough.
Her plan was to take us down.
Take us down.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly
So
brought
brought the sickle. Brought the sickle. Can we contradict that she brought the sickle with her? Yes.
And then stabbed herself
I think it's the
with it.
caged child because the caged child. She couldn't have brought the sickle, right? She could not have brought that sickle with her.
Finally, with the last of her strength.
Hole in the corner, maybe?
She threw the sickle underneath the floor.
All the pieces fit.
There's space on the floor. You could see what was dropped there. Move back, baby. I'm sorry to hear your lockdown was extended to June 2nd. Here in the United States, like, they're basically ending everything. Seriously. Because people are getting vaccinated. Now they're just like, oh, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a vest. Oh, or a vest, excuse me. A vest. If you're fully vaccinated, no more vests. Everyone take your vests off. No, no, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. But no one's going to ask anyone for proof that they were fully vaccinated. So everyone basically doesn't have to wear a mask anymore. Which is pretty bad in my opinion. I don't agree with that. So, oh man. Anyway. Finally, we can take our vests off. Take the vests off. It's been such a burden. First, Phil tipped me $4.20. Is really looking forward to chatting again, Philly. All right, first, Phil. Thank you for the tip. That gets us up to $106 in tips tonight. Thank you. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna try hole in the corner maybe? I don't know. This is very
So
difficult.
far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought...
No. I thought maybe the hole in the corner had something to do with it. No. She could have hidden the sickle under her clothes. The killer girl says so, I believe it. Fuck.
So far, suicide...
I guess there's no way to contradict that. Stabbed in the back of her neck, resulting in death. No other injuries detected.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of
Deep, but not enough to kill her immediately. Fuck, this is so tough. This is really hard, this class trial.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance. She could have secretly brought the sickle.
And then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength.
The last of her strength. Fuck. Yoshi all over love the last of the Mass Effect stream today. I did too. I'm just sad I only got to play like 2 hours because we had so many technical difficulties. Hopefully next time we'll have none. Oh man. I don't know what the fuck to do here. No, this is not the last trial again. I think there's 5 trials. I think there's 5 trials.
Oh no!
I really don't know what it is.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
That's the sickle.
Strength. She threw the sickle underneath the floor. All the pieces fit.
I don't know. Again, I'm stumped. I have no fucking idea. I really don't know what they want me to say here. I have no idea.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
I'm completely lost.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
I don't know.
I was wrong!
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm completely
So far,
fucked.
suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last of her strength, she threw the sickle underneath the floor.
I was wrong!
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Draw the magic circle. Following preparations. We know about this. The dog god. Turn off all the lights. The seance must commence. All 4 participants stay in the corners of the room. The 4 participants not included the spirit medium will sing the cage child song. If this song is the cage child, this is the medium with the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply with the voice of the spirit you summon. Oh really? Majin says I remember this being the dumbest trial in the game, which is why it's tough. The injury to the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Lies of Her Soul now says that they can pledge to my Patreon. No need for like a special webcam video, but they would like to have a question answered on Ask the King. Okay, let me take a look here. See, did you just do it, or was it previously? What I would say is, since unless you went under the name Lice for Soul, which I don't know if you did, you're going to want to message me. Email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. Give me your details, and we could go over it there, okay? Only because I don't know who you. A lot of people pledged to Patreon over the last week. I want to be sure that I get it. You know, I don't want to miss it. So just email me and we'll talk about it, okay? All right. Now. Probably not enough to kill her immediately.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
That's not it.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person!
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the last...
No, it doesn't work. I don't know. I'm out. I don't get it. I don't understand this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm so confused.
We can't let it end here.
It sucks. I really don't know what it is. Again, second time I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. I just don't understand it.
So far, suicide seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
I'm just gonna try everything, but I don't know. Another lie bullet? I need to do another lie bullet. You're kidding me.
So far, suicide seems to be
I have
the
to
best
do another lie
explanation.
bullet.
Her plan was to take us down with her.
Come on.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person! But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the seance.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Finally, with the
Yeah, I had to lie.
I'll reveal the truth.
I had to make a lie here about her being strong enough to do this.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor because she died instantly.
instantly.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Huh.
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
Oh, she's going along with it, but why?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Thank you, Maki.
How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
But why are we lying? I don't understand again how are we supposed to know the lie?
Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No! There must have been a way! We're gonna figure it out!
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance?
I just
If
don't
you
understand
know
why I had to
something,
do that.
please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the seance. You're never required to lie. That's an optional choice. We're lying to everyone off the suicide BS. I don't know how we could have misproven the suicide BS. I didn't see a way to misprove it at all. I tried everything. Nothing fucking worked. Sound during the
anything seem out
seance, the magical circle. Let's look at these. During the seance, there was a loud sound while it was completely dark. That is true, there was, but we don't know what it was. A magic circle that was drawn with salt was drawn on the floor of the room where the seance was held. After Tenko's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on and it made it impossible to check the original shape. Right.
The ordinary during the seance?
There is
And the cross piece under the floor, one of the cross pieces that support the loose floorboard in the room of the seance was held in. Only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It wasn't broken naturally. It looks like someone had purposely cut it. Huh. Colored Printer says the music in the game will slightly be changed when you can lie. There are background vocals in it. It's very easy to miss. Wanderer says some lies are mandatory, some aren't. The one you just did was mandatory. Oh. But how would you know that? How would you know that you need to lie besides the music? The thing is, I don't even have the headphones on. I couldn't hear the music. I couldn't hear anything. Yeah, that sucks. As soon as you have to lie and there's no way to tell what you're supposed to. That's actually pretty stupid. Maybe this has something to do with the cross piece. Okay.
Something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect, and yet...
The ritual was perfect, and yet it failed. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe the sound, right?
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, I heard something fall.
Yeah, something fall. Yes, I agree.
I agree.
Okay.
Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
Bang. There's a bang during the song. Okay.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
The cross beam. The cross support beam.
Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A lot of times something hit the floorboards. Maybe that's not something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark.
This is
Floorboard?
it.
Yes, the loose floorboard.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound.
Okay.
That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
could the floorboard have made such a loud sound though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. It would have had to be a strong impact to make that sound, but what was it? What could it possibly be?
All right, then. Let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Still going, guys. So the sound during the seance, the magic
So what
circle, the
made the
cross piece
floorboard
under the
come loose?
floor, dried blood.
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
No.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
No, it's not that.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
Stood up with such might. I love how he says it. He stood up with such might. Head ripped through floor. Oh, like Hulk. What the fuck?
I was wrong.
That's funny.
So what made the floorboard come loose?
Judging from the sound, there must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
I think we're gonna wait till
That
the end
wouldn't
here.
make such a loud crashing sound.
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
But that statue was still on top of the cage.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped through the floorboard.
Got it.
I agree.
The cross piece broke, causing the floorboard to cave in. There was the natural weight of the cage and the statue and everything
She's
else because
right.
the cross piece had been
Floorboard
removed.
came loose because someone stomped on it.
Yeah.
The floorboards fit perfect. Going to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes. But when I looked again during the investigation,
Yep.
one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off.
It was all set up ahead of
After
time.
examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
At this point, I think it's Himiko because Himiko was the one who suggested the middle room. She's the one who knew the crossbeam was missing.
Right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Yeah. To solve the case, we need to think carefully about the cross piece and the floorboard. Here we go. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard. Okay. The crosspiece that had been cut on the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Oh! Only one of the crosspieces were cut, the other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko. Oh, shit. The other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Hangman's Gambit? Oh, shit. Okay. I have no idea. S E incorrect. S-E-E Seesaw. Fuck. Seesaw. Seesaw E? E? Seesaw effect? A seesaw effect. How the fuck would I have known that? That's a W. I just wait. A seesaw effect. Okay. Okay.
That's right. The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Yeah? A seesaw?
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece, the next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever. A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
That's what the noise that they heard was. Someone knew about this, ran and jumped and stomped.
Lift it up?
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right. But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that. Unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
Well, how'd the sickle get inside the cage?
How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with a seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. Where was the sickle when Tenko was killed? The top of the cage.
That's it!
Yeah, it had to have been lodged in the top of the cage, but how did that happen?
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down. The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place.
Okay.
It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble, but the statue's weight kept it from falling over. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Damn. It's a fucked up way to die. Who orchestrated this? Ooh,
She was bent
Jesus.
over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in a crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
And how the hell did the sickle get there when
Bringing the
everyone was
victim to
there
the
watching
sickle
it get set up?
rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
A seesaw homicide.
Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy!
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
Jeez.
Kudos, culprit! You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Himiko.
Yeah?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
It had to have been her. She's the one that insisted the middle room.
Why her?
Yeah.
Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why's that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Yep.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. That is why you chose that room for the seance.
Yeah.
Is it not, Himiko?
There would have been no other reason. That's right. Yeah, there are 300 rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room's the best for stuff like this. Yeah, she set it up for the kill already. Yep.
Oh yeah! Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance!
Yep.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. Then she waited for me to host the seance, and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it. Then, she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
Hello, Turtle Dude. How's it going, man?
Himiko?
Oh, Miami girl.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Damn.
Wait! We don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
The hell?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea. Does it mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Excuse me. Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel. Wow! Are you kidding me? Perfect timing, because we're out of time for tonight. That is exactly the correct time to... Oh my god. That was dead on the perfect time to end the stream, dude. How did that happen? I have no idea. I honestly have absolutely no idea. Let's save up. Wow. Well, I mean, sometimes things just come together perfectly, right? I don't even know that I could have timed that any better. So it looks like Himiko was responsible for Tenko's death. The question is, was it intentional or not? Right? Like, this is a really elaborate thing. How could the sickle have been put under the tarp, or under the sheet, stabbing through the cage, under the statue? You know, like, I'm trying to think. Remember, they brought, what's her name? Tenko crouched on the stone. They collectively brought the cage over together, right? And they put the cage down. Now, who put the sheet on it? I thought that it was Kyo who put the sheet on it. And if that's the case, he's the one who had to have found some way to let them not see him set up that sickle. right? But definitely, I would say, Himiko suggested the middle room. So, I don't know. Could they both be in on it? Could it be that she was fooled into saying the middle room? Because she said, oh, the middle room's a good room for this kind of thing. Why would she say that? What put the idea in her mind that the middle room was a good room for this kind of thing? The thing is, you got to remember, Kyo was the one who suggested the seance. Kyo would have known about the cage, would have known about the sheet. I almost got to feel like it's Kyo. By the way, Kyo is the one that said Himiko did it. So I do almost feel that it is Kyo who did this, but how, I don't know. I think he's trying to frame Himiko for it, okay? Keep in mind, none of this has helped us with Angie. We don't know about Angie's murder, and Angie's murder is the one we're trying to solve. So, this is definitely one of the most convoluted trials. Keep in mind, I'm only playing Danganronpa once a week now. So sometime next weekend, we'll be playing this again and making some progress. By the way, I found out that it's actually going to be Sunday of next week is my day off. So that means that maybe I'll be doing this either Saturday night or Monday night of next week. So for those of you who are following the streams and also following the videos on YouTube, either Saturday or Monday will be the next session, okay? All right, so that was a good session. Good progress. The story 2 times there, my mind was blown, and people are saying sometimes there's required lies you're supposed to know by the music. I'm not wearing the headphones. That's bullshit. That I'm supposed to be listening to audio cues. The game never did that before ever in previous versions, and I can't wear the headphones all the time. I wear headphones for the games that are big new releases and stuff. So that kind of sucks. I can hear their voices, but I can't really hear the music that well, and that really blows. That I'm supposed to freaking figure this out, right? That's pretty tough, man. Actor Michael Merchant says that every trial will have a nonstop debate that requires a lie. All right. Anyway. All right. So, good session. Good progress. Thank you guys for chilling with me here tonight on YouTube. And thanks to those who are going to watch this on demand on YouTube afterward as well. Until next time, all right? Thank you.